Hello, I'm Neka Wobi, and I'm the founder and the owner of RCN CPAs and Business Advisors. We work almost exclusively with growth-minded small business owners. Today I'm going to answer a question regarding taxes. It's tax season right now, and the question is like, hey, why do I have to pay tax on my business and yet I don't see the profit? I don't see the money in my account. What's going on? Why am I owing the IRS? Well, there are three reasons why that could happen. Without seeing your books and understanding why, three major reasons. The first is if you have actually not been reviewing your financial statements on a regular basis, ideally on a monthly basis, so there are no surprises. So you may have waited till the end of the year, maybe about the beginning of the year, or you've just seen that to say, oh wow, I made this amount of money and I'm owing it. I have a large tax liability. For a business owner, that's really not the way to go. You really do need to review your financials every month so that, as I said, there are no surprises at the end of the year. Well, the first reason primarily why is that you may have paid down debt or credit cards or loans during the course of the year, and that amount that you're actually paying does not reduce your profit because you are paying down the principal. And so that transaction is usually entered in what you call the balance sheet, right? So you're paying down debt. The only expense that is deductible in paying the debt down on your credit card is the interest. So let's assume that you had a profit, the net profit at the end of the year for $70,000. Well, if you had a loan for $20,000, the profit is not $70,000 less $20,000, which is $50,000. No, you may have paid, let's assume you paid 5% of your $20,000. So your interest is $1,000 for the year. The expense would just be the interest that you paid, which is really $1,000 you will deduct. That means your net profit will be $69,000. That's $70,000 less $1,000, not $70,000 less $20,000. And so you may have been expecting a profit of $50,000, but really your net profit is $69,000 because you do not reduce the actual payment of the loan as an expense. The second reason is that you may have been taking draws from the business, right? Rather than, for example, paying yourself a salary. And in my previous video, one of the videos I recorded, I talked about how you could pay yourself if you are an LLC. So in this case, you're taking periodic draws from the business and you're not making any estimated payments. Well, that is not a deduction because you've not put it as a salary and you've not paid the equivalent payroll taxes to that. And so that is not deductible, right? You've taken more like a draw from your profits. And then the third reason why you may have a higher profit and have to pay higher taxes is because you may not have had all your expenses recorded, right? All the transactions. So a question I'm going to ask is, have you reconciled your bank statements, right? There might have been recurring transactions that have been going through the bank account and you're not aware of that. You may have credit cards or even some of your personal credit cards, which really you should not be using, but you may have used that to make some payments, particularly if you're just starting the business and you paid out some business expenses from your personal, where that may not have been included, right? And so you find out that you've not captured all your expenses and only just recorded the income. Another reason why your profits, I'm going to give I said three, but the fourth one I just thought about now is you probably may have received revenue, some income or credits or deposits into your bank account. Well, maybe not all the deposits are actually income. You may have loaned yourself, you may have loaned the business some money, in which case that is not treated as income. That is like a loan to the business. And so that has to be deducted from your profits. So it's very important, again, that you have a complete financial statement. That's your income statement and your balance sheet that properly reflects the true position of your business. If not, you may find out that you have declared a higher profit than really what you actually incurred, and so have to pay higher taxes. So just as a recap, in terms of, you may be asking, why do I have a large tax liability to the IRS yet I didn't make this money? Where did all the money go? I don't have this money in my bank account. There are three major reasons. The first reason is that You may have paid down some debt or credit card or loans, and that principal repayment does not affect your profit. It's only the interest portion that is deductible. The second is that you may have taken draws out of the business. Now, those draws are not deductible if you have not treated as a salary where you've paid payroll taxes. It's more like a draw against the profits, in which case you will have a higher profit. For example, had a profit of $100,000 and you took a draw you withdrew throughout the year of about $60,000 to pay your personal expenses. Well, your profit is really $100,000, not $40,000. And so you have to pay taxes on $100,000. And it's important, that's where tax planning comes in, that you will have planned the whole year and then made estimated payments. And so you are aware, so that it's not a surprise during this period. And then the third is that you may not have captured all your expenses. And one of the reasons why is that you are not reconciling your bank statements. You just take that in and you have not checked. There may have been some recurring transaction you've not captured. You also may have credit cards, maybe some personal credit cards that you use to charge some business expenses, and those have not been captured. Or you actually made a loan to the business, you forgot about it and was included as income. That's why it's so important to review your financials every month. If you have any questions about this, I'll be delighted to spend about 15 minutes with you to answer any questions you have on this topic. Click below to schedule a 15-minute discovery session. I guarantee you that I will share 1 or 2 business and tax tips on how to grow your business or how to reduce your taxes. Until then, ensure that you are living meaningful and significant life as an entrepreneur.